Homesteading, page 130. Canning continued. Directions. Number 1. Wash and drain blueberries. Place 6 cups at a time in 1 gallon boiling water. Allow water to return to a boil and cook each batch for 1 minute. Drain, but keep heated fruit in a covered bowl or pot. 2. Combine sugar and clear gel in a large kettle. Stir, add water and food coloring if desired. Cook on medium to high heat until mixture thickens and begins to bubble. Number 3, add lemon juice and boil 1 minute, stirring consistently. Fold in drained berries immediately and fill jars with mixture without delay, leaving 1 inch headspace. Adjust lids and process immediately. Process times for blueberry pie filling in a boiling water canner. Style of pack is hot. Jar size, pints or quarts. For 0 to 1,000 feet, this is all the process times at altitudes of, go for 30 minutes. For 1,000 to 3,000 feet, go 35 minutes. For 3,000 to 6,000 feet, go 40 minutes. And anything above 6,000 feet, go 45 minutes. After the process is complete, turn off the heat and remove the canner lid. Wait 5 minutes before removing jars. Cherry pie filling. Select fresh, very ripe, and firm cherries. Unsweetened frozen cherries may be used. If sugar has been added, rinse it off while the fruit is still frozen. Thaw fruit, then collect, measure, and use juice from fruit to partially replace the water specified in the recipe. Ingredients are included for a 1 quart, enough for 1 8-inch pie or 7-quart recipe. Ingredients: fresh or thawed sour cherries. For anything for 1 quart, go 3 1/3 cups. And for 7 quarts, go 6 quarts. For granulated sugar, for 1 quart, put 1 cup. For 7 quarts, put 7 cups. Clear gel. For 1 quart, go 1/4 cup plus 1 teaspoon. For 7 quarts, go 1 cup and 3/4 cups. Cold water. For 1 quart, put 1 1/3 cups. For 7 quarts, go 9 1/3 cups. For bottled lemon juice, for 1 quart, go 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. For 7 quarts, go 1/2 cup. For cinnamon, which is optional, for 1 quart, put 1/8 teaspoon. For 7 quarts, put 1 tablespoon. Almond extract, optional. For 1 quart, put 1/4 teaspoon. For 7 quarts, put 2 teaspoons. For red food coloring, which is optional, for 1 quart, put 6 drops. And for 7 quarts, put 1/4 teaspoon. Directions. Number 1, rinse and pit fresh cherries and hold in cold water. To prevent steam and from browning, use water with a little lemon juice. Place 6 cups at a time in 1 gallon of boiling water. Boil each batch 1 minute after the water returns to a boil. Drain but keep heated fruit in a covered bowl or pot. Number 2, combine sugar and clear gel in a large saucepan and add water. If desired, add cinnamon, almond extract, and food coloring. Stir mixture and cook over medium heat until mixture thickens and begins to bubble. Number 3, Add lemon juice and boil 1 minute, stirring constantly. Fold in drained cherries immediately and fill jars with mixture without delay, leaving 1 inch of headspace. Adjust lids and process immediately. Process times for cherry pie filling in a boiled water canner. Style of pack is going to be hot. Jar size for pints or quarts. The process times at altitudes of, for 0 to 1,000 feet, go 30 minutes. For 1,000 to 3,000 feet, go 35 minutes. For 3,000 to 6,000 feet, go 40 minutes. And anything above 6,000 feet, go 45 minutes. After the process is complete, turn off the heat and remove the canner lid. Wait 5 minutes before removing jars. Festive mincemeat pie filling. Mincemeat pie originated as Christmas pie in the 11th century, when the English Crusaders returned from the Holy Land bearing Oriental spices. They added 3 of these spices, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg, to their meat pies to represent the 3 gifts that the Magi brought to the Christ child. Mincemeat pies are traditionally small and are perfect paired with a mug of hot buttered rum. Walnuts or pecans can be used in place of meat if preferred. This recipe yields about 7 quarts. Ingredients: 2 cups finely chopped suet, 4 pounds ground beef or 4 pounds ground venison, and 1 pound sausage, 5 quarts chopped apples, 2 pounds dark seedless raisins, 1 pound raisins, 2 quarts apple cider, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg, a half a teaspoon of cloves, 5 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of salt. Directions: Number 1, cook suet and meat in water to avoid browning. Peel, core, and quarter apples. Put suet, page 131, meat and apples through food grinder using a medium blade. Number 2, combine all ingredients in a large saucepan and simmer 1 hour or until slightly thickened. Stir often. Number 3, fill jars with mixture without delay, leaving 1 inch of headspace. Adjust lids and process. Process times for festive mincemeat pie filling in a dial gauge pressure canner. Style of pack is going to be hot. Jar size is quarts. Process time is 90 minutes. Canner pressure, PSI at altitudes of. Starting at 0 to 2,000 feet, go 11 pounds. For 2,000 to 4,000 feet, go 12 pounds. For 4,000 to 6,000 feet, go 13 pounds. And for 6,000 to 8,000 feet, go 14 pounds. After the canner is completely depressurized, remove the weight from the vent port or open the petcock. Wait 10 minutes, then unfasten the lid and remove it carefully. Lift the lid with the underside away from you so that the steam coming out of the canner does not burn your face. Process times for festive mincemeat pie filling in a weighted gauge pressure canner. The style of pack is hot. The jar size quarts. Process time 90 minutes. Canner pressure PSI at altitudes of. For 0 to 1,000 feet, go 10 pounds. And anything above 1,000 feet, go 15 pounds. After the canner is completely depressurized, remove the weight from the vent port or open the petcock. Wait 10 minutes. Then unfasten the lid and remove it carefully. Lift the lid with the underside away from you so that the steam coming out of the canner does not burn your face. Jams, jellies, and other fruit spreads. Homemade jams and jellies have lots more flavor than store-bought, over-processed varieties. The combinations of fruits and spices are limitless, so have fun experimenting with these recipes. If you can, here or bear to part with your creations when you're all done, they make wonderful gifts for any occasion. Pectin is what makes jams and jellies thicken and gel. Many fruits such as crab, apples, citrus fruits, sour plums, currants, quinces, green apples, or Concord grapes have plenty of their own natural pectin. So there's no need to add more pectin to your recipes. You can use less sugar when you don't add pectin, but you will have to boil the fruit for longer. Still, the process is relatively simple and you don't have to worry about having store-bought pectin on hand. To use fresh fruits with a low pectin content or canned or frozen fruit juice, powdered or liquid pectin must be added for your jams and jellies to thicken and set properly. Jelly or jam made with added pectin requires less cooking and generally gives a larger yield. These products have more natural fruit flavors. In addition, using added pectin eliminates the need to test hot jellies and jams for proper gelling. Beginning this section are descriptions of the differences between methods and tips for success with whichever you use. Making jams and jellies without pectin. If you are not sure if a fruit has enough of its own pectin, combine 1 tablespoon of rubbing alcohol with 1 tablespoon of extracted fruit juice in a small glass. Let stand 2 minutes. If the mixture forms into one solid mass, there's plenty of pectin. If you see several weak blobs, you need to add pectin or combine with another high pectin fruit. Jelly without added pectin. Making jelly without added pectin is not an exact science. You can add a little more or less sugar according to your taste. Substitute honey for up to half of the sugar, or experiment with combining small amounts of low pectin fruits with high pectin fruits. The ingredients table below shows you the basics for common high pectin fruits. Use it as a guideline as you experiment with other fruits. As fruit ripens, its pectin content decreases. So use fruit that has recently been picked and mix 3/4 ripe.